Yeah, good evening. So, on behalf of Marathwada Accelerator for Growth and Incubation Council, MAGIC, and Tata Technologies Limited, we welcome you for this inaugural function of TMIH Hub, that is Tata Technology Magic Innovation Hub, which we have created specially for promoting startups from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities on a virtual platform. And we are here for the much awaited inaugural function. Today we have with us eminent personalities from various organizations. At the outset, I welcome all the dignitaries for this inaugural function, and we should begin this function any moment. I believe Honorable Minister has joined, and we will start the proceedings of this inaugural function. At the outset, I would quickly like to brief you about Marathwada Accelerator for Growth and Incubation Council, which is a unique incubator and SME accelerator established by Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture, CMIA, which is the apex body of industries in Marathwada region. In fact, as a incubator and SME accelerator, MAGIC is India's first regional industry association-led incubator, which is recognized by Maharashtra State Innovation Society as well as Ministry of Skill Development, Ministry of MSME, Government of India. So we are in operation for last 3 years, and we are physically as well as virtually connected with many startups all across India. And in last 3 years particularly, 10 startups have graduated from our incubator, and currently we are incubating 28 startups and virtually mentoring around 125 startups. So that's in nutshell about MAGIC, which is a sector agnostic incubator and SME accelerator. MAGIC conducts various activities and events around the year, and prominent amongst them are MAGIC's interview series, wherein we invite successful startups to share their journey. We have a head-on program wherein we address college students and ensure they get a view of entrepreneurship during their college days. We have LearnNext expert sessions wherein we invite various speakers on various thematic subjects to address startups and potential entrepreneurs. We conduct annually innovation challenge, which is nationwide, and through this innovation challenge, we spot potential innovators whom we subsequently incubate at our incubator. We have recently launched a very unique initiative wherein we are targeting students from ITIs, and even we are trying to promote entrepreneurship among the ITI students. Every Saturday, we conduct Saturday mentoring clinic wherein we give idea validation for various startups who walk in our incubator. And in this particular year, up till now, we have validated 140 such ideas, and we are mentoring some of them on an ongoing basis. We also have one woman entrepreneurship promotion cell wherein we focus especially the entrepreneurship development and innovation among women entrepreneurs. So these are the major initiatives of MAGIC. And I'm very happy that this year we could partner with Tata Technologies for hosting this virtual exhibition, wherein we have selected few ready engineer startups shortlisted by Tata Technologies, and to give more details about our association with Tata Technologies, I invite Mr. Vikrant Gande, who is the Company Secretary and Head Corporate Sustainability and CSR at Tata Technologies. Over to Mr. Vikrant Gande, please.
Thank you, Mr. Garde. Good evening, everyone. Innovation and skill enhancement has always been the key focus area of Tata Technologies. Tata Technologies CSR program, Ready Engineer, is the flagship program which was initiated in 2010-11 and offers a training ecosystem for engineering professors and students on industry practices, along with trainings like soft skills, employability assessments, scholarships, industry connect, and innovation to enhance the employability skills of engineers in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The innovation vertical aims to bridge the industry-academia gap, promote startups, and thus promote innovation through initiatives like Ready Engineer MSME Innovation Program, where engineering students are linked to MSMEs addressing various real-time issues through innovative solutions. Idea Innovation Accelerator Program, which encourages budding startups, MSMEs, engineering professors, and graduates to showcase the innovative ideas supported by seed funding and incubation support. Ready Engineer Tech Talk. These are workshops for engineering professors and students focusing on key topics like design and development, out-of-box thinking, through case studies which are covered by subject experts. Coming to Tata Technologies Magic Innovation Hub, TMIH, which is a digital platform for startups, budding entrepreneurs, students, especially from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. This will enable startup ecosystem players to showcase and enrich their innovative ideas along with expert sessions. It will promote entrepreneurship, innovation, job creation, and economic activity by bringing together and accelerating interactions between all startup ecosystem players to take their ideas and ventures to the next level. All budding startups will also be supported in the form of mentoring, consulting support, and best practices adoption, as well as insights into the spectrum of startup activities across India through incubation support to pitch the idea in the best way. Tata Technologies is supporting the TMIH platform under its CSR initiative, Ready Engineer, to promote innovation with free enrollment for budding startups and a special preference to female participants being the key highlight. Tata Technologies is privileged to associate with MAGIC and CII and looks forward to a long-term relationship enhancing the startup and innovation ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gande, and I would like to also thank Mr. Ajit Habu and Mr. Siddharth Yavalkar, who are working very closely on this project with Team MAGIC. And special thanks to Tata Technologies for partnering with MAGIC for such a unique initiative happening in India for the first time. Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Mr. Rahul Nair, Head Agni Mission, to share his views on this occasion. Mr. Rahul Nair, please.
Thank you very much, Ashish ji, and a warm welcome and greetings to everybody gathered here today. My name is Rahul Nair. I head the Agni Mission, which is one of 9 technology-focused missions under the Honorable Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, chaired by the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Agni focuses on helping Indian technologies find value capture. That is to say, to make sure that revenue opportunities, that human development upgrades that technology can deliver for in industry and in government, that Indian technology startups, emerging technology startups can access these. We'd like to warmly congratulate MAGIC for this very exciting initiative and Tata Technologies for their very exciting partnership here. This is an enormously important effort for reasons that I'll quickly summarize as we go forward. Now, India is rapidly becoming a key global center for startups. The Department for the Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, DPIIT, in the Government of India recognizes more than 58,000 Indian startups across 55 unique industries. All of India's 36 states and union territories have startups. 633 districts in India offer startups. And these startups are working not just in not just in entry-level areas, but increasingly in areas that are defined by emerging technology. 13% of India's startups work in IT and digital technology, 9% work in healthcare and life sciences, and the remainder of the startups are quite evenly distributed across a range of different kinds of sectors. And we're delighted to note, since we're speaking to a major Maharashtra initiative, that 19%, the single largest proportion of these startups, almost a fifth of these startups that I just talked about, come from Maharashtra, which is a testament to the vibrancy and energy and dynamism that this state offers in the economic and industrial subsector. Now, technology startups in India, why are they important? Why does government of India and indeed our various state governments, why do they do so much for Indian startups? The answer is fundamentally simple. Startups help drive growth, they help upgrade productivity, and they help deliver capability in key sectors like healthcare, like security, like defense, like agriculture, like the very, very many varied areas of industry that India has. Now, they offer capability. Indian startups are rapidly, developing competence in extremely important areas of technology, in artificial intelligence and machine vision, for example. Indian startups have built the entire stack from data to data analytics all the way to presentation. Indian startups are building drones, they're building medical devices. So there's a huge amount of value and capability that our startups already bring. But none of this has very much value. None of this has any consequence if we do not connect it to Indian industry, right? If we do not help Indian industry become more productive and more competitive on a global scale as a consequence of their technologies. Equally, as India starts engaging fundamentally important areas like climate change, like development in agriculture, as we upgrade our public health system, without the capabilities that startup technologies have to offer, we're not going to really be able to advance those areas. But none of those areas can advance if we cannot find a mechanism by which Indian technology startups can connect to companies and organizations and indeed government agencies in this sector. Now, this is why the MAGIC initiative and the new hub that is being set up in partnership with Tata Technologies, and the Agni Mission is delighted to be a collaborator in this important initiative. That is why this is so important. If we cannot bring technology startup presence and technology startup capabilities to the core of Indian industry in areas like Marathwada, with a proud history of industry and of enterprise, then we will be denying our startups the opportunity to connect to the very basic engines of the Indian economy. So it's fantastic that we've got startups focusing on the major cities in Mumbai and on Delhi, and on Hyderabad and so on. But it's fundamentally and vitally important that we focus in our regions where so much of our growth and so much of our employment come. Statistics show that on average, every startup in India, this is an average number with usual caveats, but every startup in India creates at least 11 direct jobs, and that does not include the number of other jobs that are created downstream by upgrading competitiveness in mainstream industry. So we're delighted to be a part of this important collaboration, which brings technology startups capabilities and their presence to such a fundamentally important industrial region as Marathwada. We're particularly excited about what this new virtual hub can offer. One of the Agni Mission itself performs a number of different functions. We execute the Union Cabinet ETG initiative. We're working on setting up a network of innovation hubs. But Agni started with and continues to focus on technology scouting, on helping Indian startups identify opportunities. So we understand how important networking and linkage is at a very practical level. If Indian startups are to thrive, if they're to build their business development funnels, if they're to try and convert their technologies and their market opportunities into revenue. And an incubation hub of the kind that MAGIC is setting up along with Tata Technologies is a fantastic way to remove friction, to increase the smoothness and speed and efficiency and diversity with which Indian startups can identify opportunities for growth, opportunities for support, and opportunities for collaboration. It takes a lot of the hassle out of the regular day, of a day in the life of startups. And the fact that the hub is opening up particularly to tier 2 and tier 3 industries, where the best of Indian talent and the hungriest of Indian engineers and Indian managers exist, that is simply wonderful. It allows us to bring this friction-free environment to where the best of Indian energy currently lies. In this, the Agni mission is delighted to be able to support in any fashion. I know that we've been in discussions for a while with Magic and with Tata Technologies, and we're delighted to wish this important collaboration every possible success. And we look forward to being able to contribute to it in any way that we can. Thank you so much, Ashish. Back over to you. Namaskar.
Yeah, thank you, Rahulji. It was really inspiring, and we look forward to working with Agni team in days to come. Thank you once again. Now I call upon our another important partner, Mr. Vincent from European Business Technology Center. He is Director EBTC Europe, and I invite him to address his views on this occasion.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say I really like what Mr. Nair said. I completely agree with your points. And India has, of course, a huge ecosystem of new startups, 58,000 we just learned, and there's so much creativity and so much potential, but how do we help them, take it to the next level? So my name is Vincent Van Noord. I work for EBTC, European Business Technology Center. I'm the Director Europe. And I want to share a little bit about our organization, a little bit about what we are doing in the startup and SME space. And we are working already with the Magic team, with the Tata Magic team on a couple of initiatives, and we look forward to taking that also to to expanding our collaboration. So EBTC, we have been around since 2008, and our focus is mainly on the Europe-India business corridor. We look mainly at startups and SMEs, where we, as per the demand in India, we look at collaboration opportunities. We ourselves create projects, programs, and clusters where we identify clear opportunities where actual business collaborations can happen, can take place, can materialize. We focus on sectors that mainly have to do with climate change, so water, waste, energy, but also infrastructure, logistics, sports and sports infrastructure, smart cities as well. We have our offices in Delhi. We have representatives across the country in India, and we also have teams in different parts of Europe as well. One of the initiatives that I think is quite relevant here, and I think also relevant to what the speakers were saying earlier about supporting the SME ecosystem, the startup ecosystem and the SME ecosystem, to engage them, support them with interaction with other industry members to help them expand and grow. Together with the Ministry of Electronics and IT, we have set up a living lab in IIIT University in Hyderabad. And from there, we've taken inspiration from our partner from the Netherlands, the Amsterdam Innovation Arena. They have a living lab in their stadium. They're doing that, using that as a test bed for new innovations and technologies. They try and test it in the stadium itself. It's a stadium. And they're doing this in collaboration with the city of Amsterdam. When things work there, when they're proven, there's a proof of concept is created, then these technologies get an opportunity to scale up to the city and other urban areas. Now, similarly, we have set up a living lab in the University of Hyderabad. We have, and this is also in collaboration with the Smart City Mission, the city of Hyderabad and Telangana state, where we look at urban challenges. We run challenges in the lab. We invite startups and SMEs to send in their solutions. We identify which ones are the most relevant, and they get an opportunity to develop and test and prove their technology within the lab itself. We use the students in the academia as a live test bed to work with these solutions. Once they are proven to be successful, then there's an opportunity to scale them up to the city of Hyderabad, but also other urban areas in the country. And this is that whole ecosystem which we've created, where the government comes together, small, medium-sized enterprises, startups, scale-ups, large companies, academia, think tanks. So it's a whole informal environment where people come together, ideate, create, share, get to know each other. Partnerships are created, and the results are very good. We're only a year old, and despite COVID, we've done quite a lot. So very happy with that. A couple of other initiatives. One of our partners is the India SME Forum. We've created a pre-internationalization program. Here we focus on many aspects, but just a few to highlight is exclusivity, efficiency, lead to leadership, remote to the point and industry experts driven, sectoral groups, and strategic growth. This is also an initiative that is growing very, very rapidly. And so we also look at companies coming into India from Europe, but also from India, from Europe to India, but also companies from India to Europe. Another initiative that we are working on is a startup initiative called Discover Europe India chapter. This is an internationalization support through a comprehensive program that shall provide a picture of the European ecosystem with a detailed market overview in the different regions of Europe. The startups get access to a firm understanding of the key strategy on how to enter the market and minimize the risk of entering into the Indian market, because that's not always that simple. Another initiative is the Startup Forum. This is a multi-stakeholder network where we help to investments and partnerships, create opportunities for internationalization, market access, and sector-specific knowledge sharing. The forum complements and supports core objectives of our company, but also it enables a development and cooperation between Europe and India. Another initiative is our Corporate Finance Forum. It's a multi-stakeholder platform where partners from financial sectors, including banks and NBFCs, financial advisors, corporate law firms, M&A advisors, etc., aim to create a body of knowledge on the financial ecosystem for businesses. So this is also a tool, a mechanism that companies can look at when they're looking at investments or funding when going internationalization. Finally, we also have the IP Forum. This is a body of knowledge that we positioned as a facilitator, but supports both European and Indian stakeholders regarding IP and IP-related challenges for growth potential and helping them with their IP strategies. Just a couple of initiatives that we are working on. Some of these are also relevant to Magic. We're working together with you on these, and we look forward to continue that collaboration and to do much more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent, for this overall overview of EBTC and our association with EBTC. Thanks a lot, and we look forward to working more closely with you in days to come. And we now move on to the next speaker. Now I invite Mr. B. Tyagarajan, Chairman, CII Western Region and Managing Director, Blue Star Limited, to address us on this occasion. Mr. Tyagarajan, please.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Bhagwat Karad, Honorable Minister of State for Finance, Government of India. Good evening and a warm welcome to you, sir. We are grateful to you for joining this session. Mr. Vikram Gandhi, Mr. Rahul Nair, Mr. Vincent Van Noord, Mr. Ashish Garve, Mr. Prasad Kohli, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and season's greetings to all of you. It's a privilege to participate in this session. My association with Confederation of Indian Industry is over 3 decades now. Currently, I am the chairman of CII Western Region. My role as the regional chairman is to voice and represent the interests and expectations of CII Western regional members to the CII National Council and enable synergy alignment of the national vision with the regional initiatives, facilitate the growth of industries in the region. CII's theme for 2021-22 is Building India for a New World, Growth, Competitiveness, Sustainability and Technology. Honorable Minister, this is in alignment with the vision Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has set for the country. The Western region states have a very vibrant manufacturing sector with 2 of the top 5 major manufacturing states coming from the region. Manufacturing is one of the focus areas for CII for many decades now, and to support the development and expansion of the sector in the region, CII Western Region undertakes a host of initiatives such as programs to enhance competitiveness, manufacturing excellence, leadership, Industry 4.0, smart manufacturing, international trade, skilling and sustainable manufacturing, among others. With the MSMEs constituting a sizable proportion of CII's membership base, their empowerment is at the core of CII's initiatives. To promote and enable business development opportunities for MSME manufacturers, buyer-seller meetings or vendor development programs are organized frequently. To promote and facilitate investments in manufacturing sector, CII has been partnering with central and state governments on major investment summits. Additionally, through its joint task forces with state governments and central government, CII continues to work towards attaining this end. Skill development and employability continue to enjoy high priority in the CII Western region. CII's 8 model career centers and the skill training center in Chhindwara have been doing some great work on skill training and employment front. CII's model career centers in the Western region impacted over 100,000 youth and placed more than 25,000 youth with support from over 800 companies. CII's intellectual property rights facilitation centers are set up in Indore and Gandhinagar in association with the Ministry of MSME. Work closely with the Indian industry, particularly MSMEs, in technopreneurs, startups, and individual innovators to protect their intellectual properties, including patents, trademarks, industrial designs, copyrights, geographical indications. With an aim to boost India's IP culture, these centers work with central and state governments. CII recognizes startups as the engine of economic growth. CII has put in place a robust framework at the national, regional, and state levels to promote innovation and support startups. The Startup India initiative, launched by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, transformed as a national movement. The various initiatives taken by the Government of India have enabled an unprecedented growth in the Indian startup ecosystem. The startup movement in India has the potential to transform the nation by making job seekers as job providers, by inducing innovation solutions to make Indian industry globally competitive while enabling innovative local solutions to address local problems. India's consistent progress on global innovation index rankings is a testament of the young minds leading the innovation in the country. While startup movement in India is primarily driven by the government, we in CII strongly believe that the Indian corporates and family offices can further accelerate the growth of Indian startup ecosystem by enhancing investments into startups, providing market access and mentorship by launching corporate startup programs. CII is well poised with its 3 lakh plus strong corporate connect across districts, zones, states, regions, national sectoral councils and committees, centers of excellences, international partnership and overseas offices to provide the conducive environment for startups to engage with the corporate members in fueling the innovation, excellence, and the economic growth of both the industry and the country. To enable this corporate startup cooperation to flourish, CII has taken some specific initiatives, including setting up of a dedicated center of excellence for innovation, entrepreneurship, and startups at Hyderabad. Further, to create a platform to facilitate this engagement through a stakeholder engagement framework, CII has launched a special initiatives ICON 2021. ICON, the first of its kind industry-led 360-degree exercise, catalyzes strategic interactions between corporate sector and startups and other key stakeholders to create an integrated, inclusive, and vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem in the country. The high energy exercise will span 5 distinct platforms dedicated to connecting business, investors, incubators, accelerators, and various government organizations, not just with startups, but also with each other. ICON is showcasing innovations by startups in 20 industrial sectors. As the outcome of this unique initiative, we are connecting 1,000 corporates from 20 different sectors with startups. Corporate Startup Accelerator programs are being launched at ICON 2021. There are many platforms within ICON, like SIPCON, which is dealing with the Sectoral Connect platform, featuring 20 sectoral interactions between startups and corporates. Over 1,000 Indian corporates are connecting with startups through SIPCON. Introcon is an industry-facing platform which would enable state governments looking to attract entrepreneurs and corporate investors into their state. 15 state governments and more are presenting their policies and programs for startups and entrepreneurs through this platform. Unicorn is the third one. This is a series of national multi-stakeholder sessions to shape a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem topics which are sector and geographic agnostic, such as reforms for accelerating domestic investments in startups and promoting social ventures. YCON is a bilateral connect platform which will take Indian entrepreneurs to the global stage, thereby provide access to global markets as well as facilitate funding. Innodrome is a virtual exhibition space for startups, incubators, accelerators, and investors to showcase their innovation and services. ICON will also enable corporates to showcase their startup program and thereby attract startups to join them. ICON has active participation from all stakeholders, startups, incubators, R&D institutions, academia, corporate, government organization, and international partners. Over 3,000 registrations from startups and corporates, incubators, academia, exhibitors, and government organizations are available in ICON platform, networking, participation in the knowledge sessions, engaging in bilateral dialogues, and showcasing in Innodrome Virtual Expo. Today, we are privileged to have you, Honorable Minister, for the inauguration of Tata Technologies Magic Innovation Hub at ICON 2021. We are proud of the fact that this has come true, and no one knows Marathwada and Aurangabad better than you, Honorable Minister. We are very happy that you are here, and I wish Tata Technologies and Magic all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tyagarajan, sir, and we look forward to your visit to Aurangabad so that we can interact with you in person in the near future. Thank you, sir. Now I invite Manisha Verma, madam, to address us on the startup ecosystem in Maharashtra. In spite of her busy schedule, she has spared time and accepted our invitation. Over to Manisha Verma, madam.
Honorable Dr. Karad, Honorable Minister of State of Finance, Government of India, Mr. Vincent Node from EBTC, Mr. Vikrant Gandhi, Tata Technologies, Mr. Rahul Nair, Mr. Tyagarajan, Mr. Ashish Gade, Mr. Kokil, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really happy to be part of this unique initiative of launch of virtual exhibition, which is being organized by Magic in collaboration with Tata Technologies as their CSR initiative. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of CII, Agni Mission, EBTC, HDFC, and other partners who are collaborating in this very unique event. As you all know, that Maharashtra has the largest number of startups in India. Out of the country's 60,000 plus startups, which are recognized by the DPIIT in India, almost 12,000 are registered in Maharashtra. And Aurangabad alone hosts over 200 startups. And I'm sure that the effort that is being taken by the Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture and Magic and all of you, this number is bound to grow. I would now tell you a little bit about the state ecosystem. We have a state policy for startups, which was given in 2018 itself. And our department also has Maharashtra State Innovation Society, which actually does the promotion of startups in a big way. We have set up nearly 17 incubators, mostly housed in public universities, but also in industries and in other good ecosystems. Magic is one of them. We give us financial support up to 5 crores. And I'm very happy to tell you that we also have very innovative programs like Startup Week, we actually organize every year, and we call entries from startups from across the country. This year, we had close to 1,800 entries, and we select the 24 best. And we have a unique opportunity to give them foothold to work with government. They get direct work orders up to 15 lakhs to work with different departments. And I'm very happy to share with you that some of these startups have come up with very, very innovative solutions. And to just give you an example from Aurangabad itself, EcoSatwa is one startup which specializes in nala restoration and rapid forestation using a Miyawaki technique. And they have created mini forest in and around Aurangabad. There is S4S Technologies that has helped the farmers to increase their incomes by providing solar conductors and using it to make snacks. The dryer is used to, dry chikus, onions, beetroots to make different snacks. And they have been able to raise in 2020 itself, I'm told, $1.75 million in their pre-series A round from the investors. So there is Aurangabad is already a manufacturing and automobile hub. We've also approved from the state government, we have also approved industry cluster there. We are also undertaking a lot of schemes and programs. Apart from MAGIC, we are also supporting an incubator in BAMU in the Aurangabad University. And so I feel that the synergy between BAMU incubator and MAGIC can do wonders to promote the ecosystem in the area. And MAGIC has already supported 43 startups. They have incubated 15 startups. They already have generated a cumulative revenue of more than 1 crore. So with this kind of trajectory of growth and possibilities that are emerging with introduction of new initiatives like Aurangabad Industrial, City Auric, and others, I'm sure there will be further innovations and startups and investments will get catalyzed in your area. I'm sure that this event is just a beginning, and we'll see plethora of events for empowerment of youth through virtual platforms and fostering innovation and entrepreneurship. I would just like to tell you that the state government and our Department of Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Employment is all committed to help entrepreneurship and skill development in this area. And we are very happy to work with industry partners. We have taken recently initiatives. Today only, I just rushed from our winter session. We just passed a bill for creating a state board, statutory board for vocational education and training in the state. We've already passed a law for setting up a skills university in the state. And we are already creating a network of startups and incubators. We organize regularly investor and startup meets. And we are also supporting the startups for their product quality and certification, as well as for filing patents. So we are open to all kinds of partnerships, collaborations, and policy inputs. And I look forward to hearing many of more success stories from Aurangabad area. I'm also sure that this virtual platform that you have, an exhibition that you have created, is going to give a tremendous boost and also ensure not only investments and showcasing of innovative products, but also do capacity building by way of seminars and other interactions. So all the best for your event, and thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your detailed overview of startup ecosystem in Maharashtra and sparing time for this conversation in spite of your busy schedule. Now I call upon our Honorable Minister, Dr. Bhagwat Karad, who is such a humble person. When we approached for him for this inaugural function, in very first conversation and meeting, he immediately accepted our request. He is extremely busy right now. Also, he is traveling, but just for this particular cause, he is with us here right now. I welcome Dr. Karad sir and request him to address us on this occasion.
Today, first of all, I congratulate Mr. Ashish Garde and Mr. Prasad Kokil for organizing such a nice event in collaboration with the Tata Technology. I think this is a first virtual exhibition platform which they have tried and they have organized very well. Startup is a very important flagship program declared by Honorable Prime Minister on 16th January 2016, and there are 19 points in the startup which are very important. Again, the startup, the way ahead at 5 years, the way ahead again 5 years, celebration of Startup India on 16th January 2021. Honorable Prime Minister has declared it is a pride moment for the Marathwada, because the always Marathwada look forward to attract best companies from all over the India and in the world to get more jobs in the Marathwada. Under Prime Minister Honorable Modiji's leadership, the government of India is paying great focus on the startups. Since 2018, registered startups have created nearly 6,03,324 jobs in India. Just I want to confirm, because Verma madam said 60,000, but the figure given by my office is around 6 lakhs. Just we have to confirm it, which is the right. But anyway, the figure which has submitted from my office in Maharashtra is around 11 lakhs, 1,14,500 unicorns to the world in 2021. The government has tried to prove multiple times that startups are just not about great employment and economic, but they are also important in developing the solutions to the problems faced by the everyday's life also. Atmanirbhar Bharat is not a destination, it is a journey. And the government of India has given 4.5 lakh crore for the different progress or different part in the industries. India will truly be Atmanirbhar when it will have the confidence to identify its problems and solve them through startup companies. Through this medium, I would strongly promote the ideas of social entrepreneurship. I want to inform every startup that the government of India has stood beside you all during the pandemic, the last 2 years. And I, being a part of the government, promise that we will be always stand beside all the industries. The government is supporting startups in all ways possible through benefits and taxes, technical, knows how, and motivation. Now, this is a time for a new budget. We are having things with the different industrialists, different businessmen, and the how our budget should be. So we are trying our level best to give the best budget forward to your presentations, and also a bright and Atmanirbhar view. I thanks Mr. Ashish Garde and Mr. Prasad Kokil for inviting me for such a nice virtual program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time. Even though you were in journey, you have spared time and inaugurated this Tata Technology Magic Innovation Hub. We are indeed delighted that.
I declare that this virtual hub is inaugurated. That is the day I will declare.
Thank you, sir, and we look forward to meeting you once again in person at the earliest opportunity, so that we can discuss many more subjects. As we come to the close of this virtual inauguration ceremony of Tata Technology Magic Innovation Hub, I invite Prasad Kokil for proposing vote of thanks. Prasad Kokil. Yes, I know.
Ashish, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Bhagwatji Karad for inaugurating this wonderful and first time virtual exhibition on startups. I thank CII, Mr. Tag, and all the office bearers from Delhi for their immense support for this virtual exhibition, as they are partnering with all of us as a startup. I thank Tata Technologies' special efforts to support and collaborate with Magic to have this wonderful event happening for next 3 months, and I'm sure this collaboration with Tata will go a long way with Magic, and such a tier 2 tier 3 cities getting support from this big organizations will make India Atmanirbhar. I'm sure of it, and we all are sure of it. I thank Verma ma'am for sparing time and giving a very good numbers as well as the thoughts for our city, and encouraging us to a level that we are inspired, ma'am, with all your comments, and we are sure that whatever support we are getting from government, state and central, we will prove in Magic that those supports are very valuable, and we will prove that those are desirable results producing support. I thank each one, typically our staff from Magic, Tata Technologies, the European Union, who are really encouraging for us to go as global. And I thank all participants who have participated in the exhibition and will continue their exhibition till 3 months. I thank all the stakeholders. If I forget to mention, I mentioned that that's my mistake, but I thank each one. Thank you very much. And the most Ashish, our own, who is really a backbone, and under his leadership, the Magic team, secretariat, which are doing wonders. Thank you very much. And with this, I declare the program Hope Ashish as over. Over to you, Ashish.
Yes, yes, yes. Once again, I thank all the dignitaries who spared their valuable time. Mr. Vikrant Gande, Mr. Rahul Nair, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Tyagarajan, Manisha Verma Madam, and of course, Dr. Bhagwat Karad. Thank you once again. And with this, we conclude. And special thanks to CII back office team, Anurag and his colleagues, for doing all the required groundwork to ensure this inaugural function is swift. Thank you once again, and look forward to all of you to visit Tata Technology Magic Innovation Hub. There are more than 80 booths already live, active, and of course on CII Icon platform, there are many other booths also available. So as you visit the virtual exhibition, you can interact with government agencies, you can interact with investors, you can interact with corporates, you can interact with startups. So everything is under one roof available on this particular platform. And wishing you all a very happy new year in advance and look forward to your visit to this virtual exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Garde, and all the dignitaries and other participants. Thank you. Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year to all. Thank you for a wonderful session. Hope to meet you all in person sometime soon, maybe in the new year.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you all.